Hello my fishy friends, and welcome back to the channel. Nathan Hovey here, and in this video we will just be doing a quick update on the newly scaped 40 breeder. Don't really recall well actually I do recall. There's a couple new plants, but for the most part it's the same, just everything's grown in. So we will start with that back corner. You can see the kabamba is up and over the piece of wood. It used to come out to like here, which is like halfway across the tank, but I just trimmed it. But yeah, the limnophilia, not limnophilia, the kabamba in that back corner is doing really good. We got some floating water sprayed up here in the top left-hand corner. We got some Hydrocodal Japan, I believe is what it's called. The dwarf Sagittaria is doing pretty good. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this plant right here in the middle. It's a Crenum something another. Super cool. I bought that just because I seen it and they had it in stock, so I just picked that one up. We got some Limnophilia, I believe is what it's called. I don't know the rest of the name. Wasn't labeled, and what's on the receipt I don't believe is the true name for this, but you got some of that back there. Ludwigia is growing in nice and tall. We got some more kabamba in the back, more of that clover plant right there on the side, which I'll get a picture or a video of it on the side. And you can tell I was trimming. I missed a piece when I was cleaning up. But I forget what type of plant this is. It came from Dee Dee with Dee Dee's Fin Den. I always say Den. Dee Dee's Fin Den. Yeah. Came from her. So that's that. The Crips aren't doing as great as I thought they would do. One of them is taking hold, the other is not. It keeps breaking free of the substrate, so I just shoved it deep down in there. Hopefully some roots grow. Let's see if I can get some light on that guy back there. I don't know if he's gonna run. I got a male bristlenose back there. Let me see if I can get better. Sorry guys, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get better footage of them. Oh look, if I push my phone against the glass, it gets better. So you can, oh, he disappeared. So what we have in here is some Endlers, some CPDs, a bunch of salt and pepper Cory juveniles. They all hang out in the back behind the driftwood and the rocks in the stem plants until feeding time. Usually if I wanted to come out, I crush up some snails along the foreground and they all come out, but I don't really see any snails that I can do that with. There's also some, what is it called? Neon Tetras in here that are doing really good. Everyone's getting along great. But the neons are actually the biggest fish in this tank. There's one of the Corys. We got a couple other brave souls coming out. A little bit of shakiness never hurt anybody, right? So yeah, so there's some of that clover plant. Let me switch the lighting over. Let's see what it looks like with just the white light. Alrighty, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I turned the back lights off. And then now we're in plant mode on the lighting. I'm actually really stoked with how this tank is turning out. I also added this piece of driftwood right here with some Java fern on it. Just because I was redoing some other tanks and just had that left over, so I said, what the heck, let's just toss it in here. Then if we drop down below, we got the 10-gallon that is getting overran with ram's horn snails. But it has some baby panda cories. You can see it right there in center screen under that piece of stick. There's a bigger one and then a smaller one. Come on, guys, move. Nope, there's another one. There's two different sets in here. There's one back there behind that rocks on the left side. But yeah, so that's the 10-gallon. Then we'll hop over here to the newest tank, which is, sorry about that, the 5.5-gallon cube that I have set up with, it's a filterless setup. It has one beta in it. Something's going on with him or her, so I put it in here to isolate it and be able to focus a lot stricter on what I feed it and whatnot. So it's doing better than it was when I first put it in here, but I still don't know if we're in the clear. This has Kabamba, Ludwigia, and Limnophila, I believe it is. Some dwarf sage, and a couple pieces of val, a banana plant, and some floating water listeria. It has a super thick substrate, which is a sand and pea gravel mix. And in the back, you can see it goes up 3 inches or so. So that's that. Here's the beta, you can see. Just very like lethargic. It's got that big old bump on its side. I think it's a tumor or something, but let me see if I can get a better shot of it. Come here, Bippy. I'm not trying to hurt you. Yeah, you can see how fat. And how the scales look raised. Let me see. Yeah, but all the scales look raised up, like bumpy. So I don't know what's going on with him or her. Just kind of sits there and floats at the top. But moving on to the 55, it's doing 55-gallon things. Yeah, nothing to really update here, other than I removed the 3 Bolivian rams to make more space for the 2 Apistos. They are doing great. getting along with everybody. So there's that. Down here is another 10-gallon that used to hold more salt and Cory pepper fry, but now they have these green Corys in there with like a veil tail. You can see on that guy in there. Look how the bottom part of the tail fin is super long compared to the top. When I seen these guys, I just had to get them. There's 5 of them in here. We got a couple over here. You can see that on that top one a little bit. Or in the front. If I stop shaking, maybe you could see it. But anyway, you guys understand what a veil tail is. A fancy tail is what I like to call them. So this is just a quarantine tank. I just threw in some skate just to give them something to swim around in and whatnot. But yep, so that's the 10-gallon. 20-gallon doing 20-gallon long things. It's a 20-gallon long, I should say. English is tough. This just has some Panda Corys and some salt and pepper Corys in it for the moment. So nothing new. It's got these 5 flame tetras. Something's going on with their swim bladder, so I need to get them into the quarantine or a quarantine setup to treat them for that. But then we got the other 20 tall that's in the fish room, and it's housing the 3 Bolivian rams and 3 super red bristlenose. Yeah, there's one of the bristlenose right there. They're still itty bitty compared to my chocolates. I wish that other ram would come back out. That's my favorite ram, the one that's back there. He or she is so beautiful. The colors on it are amazing. It's not your traditional Bolivian ram like these 2 guys, which even these 2 are different from each other. It's crazy the difference in colors from one to the other. Alright, there we go. Look at that blue lip. It's got his blue lipstick on. Come on, sit still. I want to show the people how pretty you are. It's got amazing purples in its belly area, and it gets like a real golden color to it. I almost thought it was a mix between a golden and a Bolivian, but I've been told that they won't crossbreed like that. So, but anywho, so that's the update in the fish room. I do have 2 more aquariums, but we won't be going over them in this video because absolutely nothing has changed with them. Yeah, there's the 40 breeder. If you guys want me to make another video on this, maybe going a little deeper into it, I'll give it a shot. I do have a GoPro. We could get some underwater clips of this tank, which I think would be pretty cool. Just let me know down in the comments what y'all would like to see, and I'll do my best to make it happen. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming by, sticking around. I know I don't pump out the content. Work is extremely busy for me, but all we can do is try, right? Alrighty, folks. I think that'll do it for now. So until next time, I guess enjoy, feed your fish, love your fish. Bye.